as a teacher or consultant? What is something that was holding you back and how did you overcome it?
I struggled with not knowing enough. And I know that sounds funny, but here's what I mean. I turned to, it was then Twitter, X, to say, okay, how can I do this better? How can I teach this lesson better? How can I impact learners better? How can I engage them? How can I motivate them? And I was given one-to-one devices for fifth grade. And I was like, what can I do with these things that make it more meaningful for students and translates into their everyday? So what I did was I turned to my professional learning network. I started to follow very closely with people that I admired in things that they were doing. And so I started listening to their webinars or their podcasts. And I started to really just kind of be a sponge to all of that. And then from there, then I was able to see and learn different ways of how to teach. I was also then able to ask that question to say, okay, well, if they're doing this, then maybe I can do this too. And it was honestly, I will never forget, it was a session with Ken Shelton and Kersey, as she's known in Twitter X world. And they were talking about how to network and what that looks like. And I remember Ken saying, you need to put it out there. Like if you're taking from Twitter and X and you're learning from other people, then you need to be putting out content too, so that others can see what you're doing. That to me is a place, and that's where I grew in both the professional settings of a teacher and then also a consultant.
Big shout out to Ken Shelton. Sir,
Yeah.
when are you coming on the show? Just asking.
Oh my gosh, I would love that.
If you're watching this on YouTube or listening on Spotify or iTunes, please hit the subscribe button. Please hit the like button and share this episode with your family, friends, and colleagues who are interested in self-improvement through lifelong learning.